Hi YouTube. So today I decided I wanted to go ahead and try out some of these nice pretty little mountain house meals that I got. Decided to go ahead and bust out some of my equipment finally. I was going to go ahead and go out for a little 24-hour bug out on Friday this week, but unfortunately the car broke down. And it just had a lot of other things pop up, and it was honestly I was just too stressed out to want to go ahead and go through with that at this time. So I'm gonna go. So I decided just to go ahead and come on home for the weekend. Had a nice time with my family for Easter. Happy Easter to y'all, by the way. And then I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and try out one of these things. Bear in mind, this thing's full of pizza, and I'm just being a douchebag right now. So this is just my thoughts so far. I went ahead and busted out my Ozark cooking set, little utensils and everything like that. I had to actually use my, I think this one was Ozark as well. But I went ahead and used this cup. I measured it out. Well, I found out that these things are 18 ounces. So what I did was somewhere in there. There it is. You can kind of see the little scratches in there. I went ahead and I carved into it with my knife and marked that this is 18 ounces, so that way I don't have to worry about it later. I didn't want to mark it on the outside because I don't want the outside to get all scratched up from time and use and everything like that, and me not be able to tell anymore, and the inside's pretty much not going to get any more damage than it already is. I guesstimated the best I could that there's 8 ounces in a cup, so when this thing requires 12 ounces altogether. It says 1.5 cups. So I estimated the best I could with the water. Put it in there, warmed it up. This actually heated up pretty fast. I was kind of surprised. Granted, it's a gas stove, got it, but still, this didn't. I'm pretty happy with it. No kind of scorching or anything. Nothing too severe on the bottom. That's gonna make me worried about how long I can use that for. I have already made it. I went ahead and stirred it up already, got it all nice and fresh. One thing that I did mention in a previous video is that I like the concept of these, because this is a whole meal. Like, this is an actual whole meal. On top of that, I can save some of this for later. Snack on it again, if I get a little hungry for lunch or something like that. The one thing I do not like about them, at this point in time, just by looking at it, is that they're not vacuum sealed. Because they're not vacuum sealed, it takes a little bit more space. The second thing that I found out that I don't like, and thankfully, these things float. I forgot that was in there. And granted, I didn't really look through to make sure that I paid attention to that, which was my own stupidity. Where it says, remove the oxygen absorber. But thankfully it floats. That was my own dumbass fault. It'd be nice if they would put like a little sticky adhesive or whatever, and then just kind of put it up top right here, so that way whenever you open it, you can see it right away. I'm like, oh shit, let me get that out real quick. Instead of having to grab your dirty ass freaking pliers that you have for general use around the house, you have no idea what the hell's on, and dig it out because you're a dumbass. Like me. It happens. So, just wanted to do a recording real quick of what I thought about it once I actually tasted it. I did the good old sniff test on it. Like I said, this one's chicken fried rice. Gave it the good old sniff test. Definitely approve of the way it smells. Something else I wanted to mention about these, right before we're about to get to the good part. Sorry about that. I like these ideas. I like these for bug out bags over MREs, and here's why. For one thing, I served several years in the United States Army. I'm so over MREs. Oh my god, I cannot stress this enough. It got to the point where I was starting just to carry my own friggin' little Lunchables and SpaghettiOs in my rucksacks and whatnot. Anywho, I do like this option. The food, to me, already looks better. It smells better than the MREs ever did. For a get-home bag, though, I would use an MRE just because it is portable food that you can eat on the go. This takes a minute to go ahead and set up and cook and everything like that. I believe I can get more. I believe I can get more out of this in an MRE. For the amount of space that it takes, I feel like this is a better bang for the buck, especially when it comes down to the actual cost. Like I said, MRE is good because it can get you home. It's good to eat on the go. This stuff, I can eat. I can save some of it. I can portion this out into 2 meals just off this one bag. And overall, it took me maybe about 5-10 minutes to cook, whatever. If I was actually having to set up a fire from scratch, it might take me about 15 between collecting and shaving the wood down and preparing the actual fire. But I do like this. I do like this concept for the bug out bag. So, just to reiterate, for me, I believe that MREs are better for get home bags. These are better for the bug out bag. And bear in mind, your bug out bag is supposed to be able to sustain you for 72 hours. I'm still working on that, but I just figured I'd give this a try, while I can, in a controlled environment where if I need something, I can go ahead and get it, but this way I know what I need to take with me. So anyway, now to the good stuff. I mean, look at that. That looks healthy. That looks the way a food should look. I like that. Whew. Mm. Still a little bit hot. That's me. That's just the temperature of it. Taste wise, very mild. No kind of spice whatsoever to this. The rice isn't crunchy. Vegetables aren't crunchy. This to me is pretty much the way that the chicken fried rice should be. I mean, I feel like if we put this in a bowl and put some fresh stuff into a bowl right next to it, personally, I may not be able to know. I may not be able to tell the difference. But then again, I'm no culinary expert or anything like that. This is just me making videos about different survival crap in my tiny ass little studio apartment. Don't worry about the freaking tent. My girlfriend wanted to sleep in a tent last night on the bed. I don't know why. I just went with it. I love her to death. I just tell her yeah. Anyway, I like it. I actually really like it. I'm probably going to eat the rest of this right now just because I can. So, coming up, some other ones I have to try out. I went ahead and popped them out. Other ones I have to try out, I have the turkey dinner casserole. Girlfriend picked that out. I'm not sure how I feel about that. We'll see. Scrambled eggs with bacon. Simple. Something I did notice, though, is that this package is smaller than these ones. And even then, I still think I can probably get about 2 meals out of this. But for this kind of a meal, for these smaller ones like this, I would probably want to bring something else with it just to have something extra to eat. I don't know what. Maybe like a Pop-Tart, something like that. Excuse me. We've got the breakfast skillet. That one looks pretty good. Very, very excited to try that one. And then my personal favorite, bear in mind, this is also an MRE. What are you guys doing? Anyway, so I'm actually pretty excited about this one. Chili mac is also an MRE. You can imagine how that tastes. I'm actually kind of excited to see this one, to see how this one is. I'm hoping for a little bit of spice on that one, but we'll see. I'm gonna take another bite. That's really good. No shit, I actually really like that. Got a nice big chunk of chicken that time. It tastes really good. So, you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to upload this video. I'm going to sit my happy ass on my bed, put on some Netflix, And I'm going to enjoy the rest of this because this is actually pretty good. I like it. So, coming up, I'm going to start going through my weapons more individually, giving a more in-depth view of them. You know, maybe, hopefully, possibly doing some range time with them, showing you guys why I believe that they're more effective in different scenarios or whatever. Obviously, the whole point to having different weapons is to try to cover your ass as much as possible across the board. I've talked a little bit about what I would use in different situations. Between my two pistols, my 9mm and my 45, I'm not really sure which one I'd want to take with me over the other. 9mm I can carry more ammo. 45 I feel like I can do more damage with per shot. And then obviously the 22 is a definite must. That little Henry survival rifle, I love that thing to death. I took it out this weekend, as a matter of fact, and had a little bit of fun with it, plinking around a bit. But you know, we'll see where everything goes. I mean, with the setup that I have right now, it's definitely not going to be the same by the time I'm actually ready to go ahead and go into the actual field testing phase. It's already changing from whenever I initially started, just because, like I said in that video, you know, I found out that I bought the wrong bag, and that's the golden rule: buy all your shit before you buy a bag. Anyway, guys, just stay tuned. We'll see what else we can come up with.